Welcome to Informed Tourist AI, ready to uncover the hidden risks in this video? From venomous snakes to vanishing villages, we're about to embark on a journey to some of the most mysterious islands on Earth, places where tourists have gone missing, leaving behind more questions than answers. Stick around to learn how to stay safe and maybe even unravel a mystery or two. Please subscribe to Informed Tourist AI. Here in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean lies Palmyra Atoll. A ring of coral reefs encircling a lagoon, it appears to be the epitome of paradise. But Palmyra Atoll might look like paradise, but its reputation is anything but. In the 1970s, a couple, sailing the world, moored their yacht here, seeking refuge and respite. They were never seen alive again. Their boat, later discovered run aground on the reef, bore testament to a violent struggle. But the true horror lay in the discovery of the wife's remains encased in concrete on a neighboring islet. The husband, the prime suspect, though eventually acquitted, left a chilling trail of suspicion in his wake. Visitors often report feeling uneasy as if the island itself resents their presence. Is it the memory of past tragedies or something more that casts a shadow over this idyllic landscape? North we journey to the windswept, storm-battered Flannan Isles off the Scottish coast. Here on the remote island of Eilean Mor stands a solitary lighthouse, a beacon of hope in treacherous waters. In 1900, the crew stationed here, 3 seasoned keepers, vanished without a trace, leaving their posts unmanned, their duties abandoned. When a relief ship arrived, they were met with an eerie silence. The lighthouse, still operational, stood as a lonely sentinel, the table set for a meal never eaten, the logbook's final entry abruptly cut short. Was it a rogue wave that swept them away, a desperate struggle against the elements, or something altogether more sinister? Theories abound, but the truth, lost to the unforgiving sea, remains elusive. Today, the Flannan Isles stand as a testament to the power of the ocean and the fragility of human existence. If your idea of a getaway includes lighthouses and foggy isolation, proceed with caution. Our journey takes us now to the South Pacific, to an island shrouded in legend and steeped in history, Pitcairn Island. Settled by the infamous HMS Bounty mutineers, Pitcairn Island hides more than its fair share of secrets. In 1790, Fletcher Christian, seeking refuge from the British Navy, led a mutiny aboard the HMS Bounty, casting Captain Bligh adrift and claiming the ship for his own. They sailed to Tahiti, then on to Pitcairn, hoping to escape the long arm of the law, but their paradise was short-lived, riven by internal strife and violence. Today, their descendants inhabit the island, a small community with a unique heritage. Visitors have reported eerie feelings of being watched, sensing unseen eyes upon them as they explore the island's rugged terrain. Whether it's the island's ghostly past or something more sinister, this is one place where curiosity might just kill the tourist. Chapter 4. The Frozen Mystery of Lake Anjikuni. Our quest for answers now leads us to the icy north, to the shores of Lake Anjikuni, deep in the Canadian wilderness. In the 1930s, an entire Inuit village vanished overnight, leaving behind their belongings and even their sled dogs frozen in place. Imagine the scene. A settlement frozen in time, the remnants of daily life left undisturbed, yet devoid of any human presence. Food lay half-eaten, tools abandoned mid-task, and children's toys scattered on the ground. What could have caused such a sudden and complete disappearance? Some blame strange lights in the sky, others call it a hoax. Was it a natural disaster, a mass exodus, or something far more inexplicable? The icy grip of the Arctic holds its secrets close. Either way, this icy island serves up plenty of chills, both figurative and literal. Chapter 5. Snake Island, Paradise Lost to Venom. From the frozen north, we travel to a place where danger takes a more tangible form. Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island, off the coast of Brazil. Snake Island's reputation is no mystery. It's crawling with golden lancehead vipers, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Their venom, a potent cocktail of toxins, can cause rapid tissue necrosis, internal bleeding, and if left untreated, a slow and agonizing death. The island itself, carpeted in lush vegetation, teems with these slithering predators, their scales glinting in the sunlight as they lie in wait for their next meal. The very air seems to hum with danger, a stark reminder that nature, while beautiful, can be unforgiving. Visitors who disappear here don't stay missing for long. They're more like dinner. Who thought visiting a snake-infested island was a good idea? Probably not someone who made it back to tell us about it. Chapter 6. Bouvet Island, adrift in a sea of mystery. Our journey takes us now to the very edge of the map, to the most remote island on Earth, Bouvet Island, a speck of volcanic rock in the vast expanse of the South Atlantic. Shrouded in perpetual mist, battered by freezing winds and surrounded by icy waters, it is a place of desolate beauty, seemingly untouched by human hands. No one lives there, so imagine the surprise when a lifeboat was found abandoned on its frozen shores in 1964. The lifeboat, in remarkably good condition, contained supplies, provisions, and personal belongings, suggesting it had been hastily abandoned. But of its occupants, there was no sign. Who were they, and what became of them? No one knows. It's basically the Bermuda Triangle, but colder. Was it a shipwreck, a desperate attempt to reach land, or something more inexplicable? The icy silence of Bouvet Island offers no answers. Thinking of visiting? Don't forget your thermal gear, and your exit strategy. Chapter 7. From the icy desolation of Bouvet Island we travel to a place where unease takes a more visceral form. Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls, hidden deep within the canals of Xochimilco, near Mexico City. This eerie location is a stark contrast to the frozen wasteland of Bouvet Island, yet it holds an equally chilling atmosphere. This island, once a place of solitude, now stands as a testament to tragedy, loss, and the unsettling power of the human psyche. The transformation from a peaceful retreat to a haunting spectacle is a story that sends shivers down the spine. Ready for some nightmare fuel? Brace yourself as we delve deeper into the haunting history and eerie ambiance of Isla de las Muñecas. Isla de las Muñecas, or the Island of the Dolls, is covered with hundreds of decaying dolls. These dolls, with their cracked faces and missing limbs, create an unsettling atmosphere that is hard to shake off. Their lifeless eyes stare out from the trees, their limbs twisted and broken, their once bright clothes faded and torn. Each doll seems to tell a story of abandonment and decay, adding to the island's eerie charm. It's a macabre spectacle, a grotesque gallery of forgotten childhood dreams. The sight of these dolls hanging lifelessly from the trees is both fascinating and horrifying. Legend has it the island's caretaker, Don Julian Santana Barrera, began hanging them to appease the spirit of a drowned girl he believed haunted the island. His actions were driven by a deep sense of guilt and a desire to make peace with the restless spirit. Driven by grief and a growing sense of unease, he spent decades adorning the island with discarded dolls, creating a disturbing tableau that has become a macabre tourist attraction. Each doll he hung was a symbol of his sorrow and his attempt to ward off the spirit's wrath. Visitors who mock the dolls have been known to vanish mysteriously. The island's eerie reputation is further fueled by these unexplained disappearances, adding to its mystique and allure. Moral of the story? Don't mess with the dolls. Respect the eerie ambiance and the tragic history that surrounds Isla de las Muñecas, for it is a place where the past and the supernatural seem to intertwine. Chapter 8. Eileen Moore. The Enigma of the Open Door. Our journey through the mysterious and unexplained now returns to Scotland, to the windswept shores of Eileen Moore, one of the Flannan Isles where the unforgiving North Atlantic crashes against the rocky cliffs. This time we delve deeper into the mystery of the vanished lighthouse keepers, exploring the chilling details that have captivated imaginations for generations. Eileen Moore is the definition of spooky. Back in 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers vanished without a trace. The lighthouse itself, perched precariously on the edge of a cliff, stood as a silent witness to their disappearance. When the relief ship arrived, the scene that greeted them was both baffling and unsettling. Their logbook mentioned severe storms, but weather records showed nothing unusual. Was it rogue waves, foul play, or something we can't explain? One thing's for sure, if you're looking for a cozy island getaway, this one's a solid nope. Chapter 9. North Sentinel Island, Forbidden Territory. From the windswept shores of Scotland, we travel to the remote Andaman Islands in the Bay of Bengal, to a place where isolation is fiercely protected, and intrusion is met with hostility. North Sentinel Island. This island, part of the Andaman Archipelago, is home to a tribe that has lived in seclusion for thousands of years, untouched by modern civilization. The Sentinelese tribe has made it clear for centuries, outsiders are not invited. Their fierce independence and determination to remain isolated have been well documented through various encounters. They are considered to be one of the world's last uncontacted tribes, their culture and way of life shrouded in mystery. The dense jungles and rugged terrain of their island serve as natural barriers, further protecting their way of life from external influences. Their language remains undeciphered, their customs and beliefs largely unknown. Anthropologists and linguists have long been fascinated by the Sentinelese, but the tribe's hostility towards outsiders has made it nearly impossible to study them. And they mean business. Visitors who stray too close tend to disappear permanently. The island's foreboding atmosphere and the tribe's aggressive stance serve as a stark warning to those who might consider venturing too close. In 2006, two fishermen, their boat accidentally drifting too close to the island's shores, were attacked and killed by Sentinelese warriors. This tragic incident highlighted the tribe's determination to protect their territory at all costs. Their bodies, despite numerous attempts to recover them, were never retrieved, swallowed by the dense jungle or claimed by the sea. The island's treacherous landscape and the tribe's vigilance make any recovery efforts extremely dangerous. John Allen Chow, a young American missionary, driven by a misguided sense of purpose, attempted to make contact with the Sentinelese in 2018. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of ignoring the tribe's clear warnings. His efforts were met with hostility, and he was ultimately killed, his body left on the beach, a stark reminder of the dangers of venturing into forbidden territory. The tragic end of his mission underscores the importance of respecting the boundaries set by the Sentinelese. If your GPS directs you here, it's probably best to turn around. The island remains a forbidden territory, a place where modern explorers are not welcome and where the past continues to live on, undisturbed. Chapter 10. Roanoke Island, the Lost Colony. Our final destination takes us to the shores of North Carolina, to Roanoke Island, a place steeped in history and shrouded in one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. This island, with its serene landscapes and tranquil waters, hides a story that has baffled historians and intrigued mystery enthusiasts for centuries. Back in the late 1500s, an entire English colony vanished, leaving behind just one cryptic clue, the word Croatoan carved into a tree. This single word has sparked countless theories and debates over the years, each trying to unravel the fate of the lost colonists. In 1587, over 100 men, women, and children arrived on Roanoke Island, led by John White, hoping to establish a permanent English settlement in the New World. They were filled with hope and dreams of a prosperous future, eager to start anew in this uncharted territory. But their dreams of a new life were short-lived. The challenges of the New World, from harsh weather to limited resources, quickly turned their hopes into despair. White, forced to return to England for supplies, left the colonists to fend for themselves. His departure was filled with promises of a swift return, but fate had other plans. When he returned 3 years later, he found the colony deserted, the houses abandoned, and all signs of life vanished. The once bustling settlement was now eerily silent, with no trace of the colonists. The only clue to their fate was the word Croatoan carved into a post, the name of a nearby island and a Native American tribe who had shown some friendliness to the colonists. This clue, however, only deepened the mystery. Did they assimilate with the native population, fall victim to disease or starvation, or meet a more sinister end? Theories abound, but none have been definitively proven. Even today, the eerie silence of the island might make you think twice about exploring too deeply. The mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke continues to captivate and haunt those who seek to uncover its secrets.
Yeah!
Thanks for watching Informed Tourist AI. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. It's free and helps support the channel. And don't forget to let us know in the comments, which of these islands would you dare to visit? Were you captivated by the ghostly tales of Palmyra Atoll and the Flannan Isles, or chilled by the mysteries of Lake Anjikuni and Bouvet Island? Or perhaps the forbidden allure of North Sentinel Island and the unsettling stories of Isla de las Muñecas sent shivers down your spine? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now enjoy one of these videos we've handpicked just for you. Stay curious and stay safe.